Hey everybody, this is Tim with Vortex Hobbies, and today we're going to take a look at the new Dromida Ominus FPV, which is built on the platform of the Ominus earlier version quad, but they've added a camera and a few other features. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at it. So right off the bat we notice there's a few different features to this one over the original Ominus. One, I see longer motor pose. This is to give the height for the camera, so when it's on the ground, the camera's not actually hitting the ground. It's actually got some height under it. Another thing that I noticed is we have a different shaped prop here. I think it's a little more aggressive prop. It's designed to carry this camera because it's a little bit heavier weight load, so they've redesigned these props to do a little more efficient job at that. On this quad also, we have a battery that is a 3.7 700 milliamp 35C. It's a little bit bigger than the original. The other one was a 25C. This one's a 35C. It gives it a little bit more power for these little motors to lift that weight. These are a little bit different shape. They do not fit direct with the other batteries. So if you have some of the other batteries, unless you do some modification to make it work, they do not fit. I have seen people take the battery tray and open it up to fit this battery and use the old batteries and just put some tape around them to slide them in there. If you do that, they do fit, but out of the box they don't fit quite as well. Another thing you'll notice in this box is a completely different transmitter than what we're used to seeing. This was designed to work with this. It has your flight modes, your flip mode, but on the back here we have a video for your pictures, and also your start and stop of your video for record on this side here. Also in the box we're going to see an extra set of props, and this little unit here is a smartphone adapter shield. So this thing opens up, mounts to the antenna on the radio, and the shield will sit up around it and kind of give you a shield for your iPhone out in the sun. So we'll set that up in a minute and take a look at that. An SD card with the SD card reader. This is so you can download to your computer once you're done. And then in the bottom you're going to find your instructions, which is your average instructions that they give you, and just different materials like that. So I'm going to bring out here, this is the Ominus, this is the Ominus FPV. I'm going to show them side by side so you can kind of see what's going on with them. You'll notice there is a height difference due to these two motor pegs here. Same motors, this one's just a little bit longer. Props are definitely different, and then obviously the camera. So the boards on these are a little bit different than the board on this one. They had to put this little receptacle to accept the camera. Your micro SD card will go on the side right here. It'll pop in and out. That's for recording too, and if you want to put it on your computer, you can go ahead and do that. On this camera, that's what I like, they put a feature here where this lens is adjustable as far as angle. So if you can't get the right angle, you can adjust it and kind of get a better position on whatever you're looking at. A lot of the parts are similar, like the canopies will work. I believe the frames are the same. The props will fit on this one. The bottom battery tray will fit on this one, so there's things you can do. You can just kind of swap some of the parts, but some of them are specific to this. You cannot add a camera to this quad because it is integrated into the new board on the FPV version. So let's kind of talk about also the radio. I wanted to show the radio. You see the two difference in radio. They both have flip mode, they both have flight modes on them. Difference is this one has buttons on the back for your recording and your start and stop the camera. And it's just a little bit different shaped radio. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got to do to get this thing working as far as on your smartphone. So what you have to do is you take your smartphone and you go into it, and you're going to look for an app called FPV Cam. Once you find that app, download that app, and then so what you're going to do is you're going to come up with this app that says FPV Cam. I renamed mine once I got in. I put FPV Ominus so that I knew exactly what I was picking up, because it runs off a Wi-Fi signal between the camera and the phone. That does not mean you have to have Wi-Fi. That doesn't mean you have to have an internet connection. It simply means the camera is producing a Wi-Fi signal that feeds back to the phone, and that's how it's sending the signal over. So if you're in an area without Wi-Fi, that's fine. The camera's producing the Wi-Fi necessary. But you notice here it says device is not connected. If you get that error, you have to go into your settings on your smartphone, go to your Wi-Fi settings, and then select the FPV Cam Wi-Fi connection. Otherwise, you're not going to get any signal back from the camera. Let's go ahead and plug that in and kind of take a look at it. So I'm going to insert the battery. Turn on the radio. I'm going to kind of set this box up so we can get a good view of it. So here's the radio set up. It's got a cool little LED light. It's kind of fun. So now the quad is active. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to my Wi-Fi setting. I'm going to look for, remember I changed mine to FPV Ominus, but it will say FPV Cam. So click on that. Now that's going to select the Wi-Fi signal that we're using with this. Go back to your app, which is your FPV Cam app. Open your app up, and here's your video. Go ahead and hit play, and now we have video of that. I don't know if you can zoom in on that, but now you can see as they're flying around, we actually have video feedback. So that's kind of how that all works. The angle of the camera and everything, like I said, is adjustable. Now you can start and stop your recording from the radio. When you record onto the camera, it'll hold it into the card. You can take the card out of that and you can put it in the computer. If you want to, you can also download. So you click on the download button on here in the app. So when you go back here to preview, it'll give you a little setting down here to go into pictures. You can take these images and the videos you just saw and you can actually download them right to your phone and store them right here and use them for social media, put them on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Then you can also take the card out, put it in the computer, and download it to the internet, or put it on your computer, whatever you want to do with it on that aspect also. So make sure you do select the Wi-Fi signal. Make sure in your phone, open up the app, and you should be good to go. So let's go put this thing in the air and see what she flies like. Alright, I've got this all mounted up with my iPhone on it. You can kind of see how the extension arm comes up here, mounts up to your phone, and it's just a little sun shield that actually kind of helps block some of the light so that when you're out flying it, the sun can be kind of shielded and you can kind of see what's going on. So that'll help just in bright days, or if you're outside. If you're inside, you can simply take this off and just use the camera side of it, and that should be fine.
That's